morning, Geneva Middle School. Today is Monday, September 27th. Happy Browns Victory Monday. Here's an update for the week ahead with Mr. Riley.
Good morning, everyone, and I hope you're having a great start to the week. Just got a couple of announcements or a couple of reminders that I want to give out to the student body because I think it's very important as we're moving through the next few weeks here, and especially since we've been in school for a handful of weeks already, that we pay attention to these items. First off, as you know, we are making mandatory that face coverings are to be worn in the hallways, especially at each point of the day, at least for this week, and then we will reevaluate it next weekend, and we'll figure out what we're going to do moving forward. But face coverings are required. You need to make sure that they are up over your mouth and your nose, and that they're worn properly at all times. This is very important, and we certainly want everybody to comply with it. And I've seen many of you doing this all the time, and that's great. So we had a great week with it last week. We need to continue moving forward with it this week. Also, a reminder, face coverings for those of you that ride a bus are mandatory. That's meaning the minute you get on that bus until the minute you leave the bus, you need to make sure that you have your face covering on and wearing it correctly at all points in time. Second thing I want to talk about very briefly is we are about 4 weeks into the school year, and the halfway point of the first grading quarter is coming up pretty quick, just with the first week of October. I'm hearing some reports that some of you are making some choices, and not some good choices, not good at all, that you're choosing to not do your homework, not preparing for your tests or your quizzes. And that's it's very sad for me to hear that. I've seen some of you working very, very hard, and that's great. But for those of you that are just making the choice to not do your schoolwork in the evening hours or to use your study hall time, not using it very well, you need to change that mindset. There are expectations from the teachers and expectations from me as well. If you're given a deadline to turn an assignment in, you need to hold true to that deadline and turn the assignment in. You need to do your best to be prepared for the tests and quizzes that are coming up, and kind of stop making some of the excuses that I'm hearing that are somewhat starting to surface. So again, schoolwork is very important, no matter what time of the school year, but especially it's very crucial here in the opening weeks of the school year so that you can do better as you move forward. But again, no more excuses. Get the schoolwork done, adhere to the deadlines that your teachers are giving you, and we'll see those grades start to rise here very shortly. And finally, the third thing I want to address is the students. You have done a great job overall opening up the school year. We had a successful school year opening, and you've greeted me very well, and it's been very pleasant thus far. But there are a few students that are making some very poor choices to misbehave in the hallways, in the lunchroom, and even in the classrooms. Not maybe listening to the adults that are there, and constantly needing to be reminded to not do whatever inappropriate behavior that you're doing. You know, we're 4 weeks into the school year, and that needs to stop. There shouldn't be any more warnings or reminders. You're old enough to know the difference between right and wrong, and if you unfortunately continue to misbehave, for those of you that this applies to, you're going to have some consequences that are going to be assigned, and we're going to start calling home to moms and dads or your grandparents, whomever you live with, and start letting them know that how inappropriate you're behaving, and maybe perhaps how rude that you're treating some of the adults here in the building. So please, let's make an adjustment here as we round out the month of September and moving into October so that we don't have any consequences that are assigned. But again, watch the behavior, watch the academics, and also make sure you're wearing your face coverings. Have a great day, everybody, and take care.
There are only 3 days left until progress reports come out. Make sure to buckle down and get up on any late work.
Happy birthdays go out to Caliana Boland. Make sure to wish her a happy birthday if you see her throughout the day.
Today is National Chocolate Milk Day. Go grab a chocolate milk from the cafeteria.
Lunch in the cafeteria will be hot and spicy chicken sandwich, Pizza Hut pizza, or Uncrustable PB&J. Don't forget your chocolate milk.
The 7th and 8th grade volleyball team will be playing at Wickliffe today. Best of luck, Eagles.
Thanks for tuning in. Have a marvelous one.